Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Irfan bin Hazari. My metric number is 2023697016. Today, I and my team will presenting about kinematic analysis in futsal. First of all, we have a 7 subtopic that we will present and explain it. First is an introduction, second is objective, third is a phase, 4 is anatomical base, 5 is mechanical base, 6 is a kinematic analysis, and the last one is a conclusion. Introduction of kinematic analysis in futsal. Kinematic analysis in futsal involve the detailed study of player movement mechanics, focusing on aspects such as a joint angle, limb velocity, and body positioning during key action like passing, kicking, and directional change. By analyzing this biomechanical element, researcher and coach can gain insight into technique efficiency, performance optimization, and injury prevention. This scientific approach helps in understanding how players move on the court and how their movement can be refined for improved athlete output.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Muhammad Iman bin Edi Muhammad Ashraf and I'm from NSR 11340. My metric number is 2023811584. So I will continue this presentation with my part, which is objective kinematic analysis in futsal. So the objective to analyze and improve futsal performance through biomechanical observation using kinovea. This is focusing on player movement efficiency, technical execution, and tactical awareness during gameplay. So for the next part is a futsal phase during shooting. That have a 6 futsal in shooting. So first is approach. This phase is all about building up speed before the kick. Players usually take a few quick steps, often at an angle, to help their hips rotate and generate more power. A diagonal run up also help with accuracy and set the body up for a strong and clean strike. So the next phase is force reduction. Force reduction is referred to minimizing impact force on the body during play. In the shooting, force reduction is power start with a strong front foot beside the ball. This is stable base, let the hips, knee, ankle and joints work together to drive the kick. A good foot position keep the body balanced and help the kicking leg generate to their maximum force.
Okay, phase 3. Phase 3 is about the back swing. Okay, the kicking leg is up to you. You want to use the left leg or the right leg. So the kicking leg needs to swing back to build power. The hip need to extend, the knee bends, and ankle point down to store energy. So the most muscle that need to work is the gluteus and hamstring, while the opposite arm lift to keep balance and eye focus to the ball to make sure the accuracy the accuracy of the kicking is the best. Okay, for the phase 4, it's about the downward motion. Your leg need to swing forward fastly to the ball to strike the ball. The more faster you swing to strike the ball, the more power for your shooting the ball. Okay, the hip need to bend and your knee need to straight and ankle points down. The arm and upper body will help the balance and power. Before that, just before contact, the hamstring will slow the leg to keep control our power.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hakim Muhammad Zaidi. I'm from NSR 11340 and my metric number is 2023825084. So for phase 5, which is foot contact. This phase is when the foot strike the ball, the ankle points down, the knee stays slightly bent, and contact is made near the center of the ball. Good foot placement give power, control, and help avoid injury. So that's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rifan bin Rosli. My metric number is 2023822944. Today I want to talk about last phase of kinematic analysis of futsal. It is a follow-through phase. The final phase on the in-step kick involves the acceleration of the kicking leg to prepare for the ground contact. This phase helps maximize momentum, transfer to the ball and prevent injury by dissipating forces through incentric muscle contraction. Key muscles like the gluteus, hamstring, and dorsiflexion control the leg motion, assist in the hip movement, while the hamstring slow the knee. Two essential for safety and power, this phase also carrying high risk of hamstring strain due to the abrupt stopping the movement and as the leg lower and the athlete land on the kicking foot.
Okay guys, I will explain about form of motion. In futsal, shooting involves a combination of linear and angular motion that work together to generate power and accuracy. Linear motion occurs as the player approaches the ball in a straight line, using forward momentum to prepare for the strike. At the same time, angular motion is seen when the leg swing to kick the ball, rotating around the hip joint. The trunk may also twist slightly to add a force with each joint contributing to the overall movement. By analyzing this motion, coach and player can better understand the mechanic behind an effective shot, leading to improved performance and reduced injury risk.
Hi, my name is Nabil Ashraf bin Hairuddin and I will explain about muscle, bone and joint that include in futsal. For muscles, players rely on their quadriceps and gluteus maximus for powerful sprints and kicks, while the hamstrings help with sudden stop and balance. The gastrocnemius and soleus generate explosive push-off, and the tibialis anterior controls the foot for quick direction changes and ball control. Meanwhile, for the bone, the tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges support quick footwork and ball control, while the fibula and femur provide stability and strength for running and kicking. And the patella helps protect the knee during sudden stops and changes in direction. And lastly, the joints. The hinge joints in the knees and ankles allow player to run, kick and stop quickly, while the ball and socket joints in the hips give them the flexibility and rotation needed for turning, changing direction and powerful leg swings.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nabil Aiman bin Zamri. So I will explain about sagittal plane and frontal plane. So in the sagittal plane, you will see hip flexion and extension when you step forward or swing your leg to kick, and they will involve forward and backward movement like kicking or shooting forward. So when you shoot the ball, most of your leg and arm movement happen in this plane. In the frontal plane, you might see hip abduction or adduction, especially if you are balancing on one leg or moving sideways. Before shooting, and frontal plane involve side-to-side movement, like moving arms, legs outward or shifting weight sideways. When you shooting a ball, this movement helps with balance, stability, and alignment. So now I will explain about 6 frame segment of sport skill. First, approach. The player runs toward the ball using linear motion. Muscles like the hip flexors and quadriceps help move the legs forward in the sagittal plane. Second, force reduction. The player slow down and plant the support foot. This helps with stability and balance, reducing unnecessary force and preparing for an efficient transfer of energy. Third, backswing. The kicking leg move backward, storing potential energy. This use hip extension and knee flexion. Fourth, downward motion. The leg swing forward in angular motion, converting stored energy into kinetic energy. Fifth, foot contact. The foot strikes the ball with the instep, transferring maximum force. Then lastly, follow through. The leg continue moving forward after the kick to complete the motion.
So thank you to Nabil Aiman. I will continue this presentation, which is the mechanical base of human motion. So the first is acceleration. Acceleration is the average rate of changes of velocity over time. It tells you how quickly something speed up or slow down during a specific time period.
Thank you to Muhaimin for your presentation. I will continue this presentation with what meaning of velocity. Velocity is the average of an object over a certain time. It tells you how fast something is moving and in which direction during a specific time period. Thank you to Muhaimin for your presentation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hakim Muhammad Zaidi. I'm from NSR 11340 and my matric number is 2023825084. So we will talk about speed. Speed is defined as the rate of change of position of an object in any direction. Speed is measured as the ratio of distance to the time in which the distance was covered. Speed is a scalar quantity as it has only direction and no magnitude. To simplify it, the rate at which someone or something move or operate or is able to move or operate. That's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Hakim Muhammad Zaidi. I'm from NSR 11340 and my matric number is 2023825084. Today, I will explain about how to calculate three things, which is velocity, acceleration and force. To find velocity, we need to find displacement and the time first. In the kinovea video, the displacement is 1.59 meter and the time is 1.96 second. So 1.59 divided by 1.96 equal to 0.81 meter per second. Next, acceleration. The formula for acceleration is the velocity divided by time. So the velocity that we got just now, which is 0.81 divided with 1.96, and the answer is 0.41 meter per second. Lastly, force. Force formula is mass multiplied acceleration. The mass is 63 and the acceleration is 0.41 and the answer is 25.83 Newton. That's all from me. Thank you.
For the next content is how to improve performance in futsal. First is study body movement. Study body movement can help improve performance and reduce the risk of injury by understanding how the body moves during play. Second is time the shoot properly. Ensure maximum power and keep the ball on the target before shoot. Third, use arm and shoulder for balance. Opposite arm swing forward. Keep the upper body steady and adds momentum to the kick. And lastly, use video analysis to check body position. Use video analysis to check body position can help identify mistakes and correct technique for the better results. For the last content is conclusion. Using kinovea in futsal help athletes improve by analyzing their movement and technique in detail. This allows for better correction, smarter training, and overall improved performance on the court for the player and the coach.